on the scene would you least like to date your sister? What the hell? Diggs. Why Diggs? No. We won't leave it like that. No. What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister? Oh, Stephon Diggs. Why Diggs? He's crazy. He's just outrageous. Don't know what he's going to say. Just don't know what to expect every day. So he couldn't date my sister. What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister? Least like to date my sister? Diggs. 100%. What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister? And I might add, you're starting to be the runaway favorite for this. But nobody want me to do this, is it? I'm a great guy. I'm actually a great guy. There's actually seems to be a few guys that don't think that. Feel differently about me? Yeah. They just don't know me well enough. That's what it is.
Wow. So this was a while ago. I think this is back when he played for the Minnesota Vikings. Stephen Diggs have he's been around for a minute. He's made his rounds as far as NFL rosters go, and appears to be making his rounds as far as women go, and BMs and all that kind of stuff. Now, this is what you would call one of these serious but jokingly, condescending remarks. So it's kind of like being funny and serious at the same time. But these are teammates that were asked, who wouldn't you like to date your sister or possibly your daughter? And they all said Stephen Diggs. So that's a question mark within itself. And then keep in mind, recently there was, I guess, a boat, a boat party. I don't know, was Diggs the host, but there was footage of him handing women some kind of pink substance, and a lot of people said it possibly could have been pink cocaine. Boy, that just goes to show you how long I've been out of the game. I never heard of no pink cocaine, but whatever. I don't know. Maybe they put some food dye or something in it. I don't know. But nevertheless, Stephen Diggs has a very questionable personality, not to mention some other stuff that was floating around about him, some other stuff. But it appears that him and Cardi B seem to have something alike. They both seem to like drugs. And they both allegedly are, well, Cardi B admitted to doing it, but there's rumors going around that Stephen Diggs likes to possibly drug people. So, but that's another video for another day as I do further research and, basically run my hood, hood investigation or whatever you want to call it. But then again, I'm not running no investigation because I'm not a cop or a PI. But at the end of the day, YouTube does have very good researchers that send me information. I don't even be knowing how they be tallying up this type of information, but shout out to the YouTube researchers, man. But they send me this type of stuff. They email it to me. So, with that being said, let's continue with Stephen Diggs. So, as you know, Cardi B announced that she was pregnant and carrying Stephen Diggs' child. Now, keep in mind, Stephen Diggs has an 8-year-old daughter, and then he allegedly is being tied to a baby by somebody named Lord Giselle, and he's questioning the paternity. At the end of the day, a lot of black women are going off on Cardi B. And at the end of the day, my thing is, for the black women that's defending Cardi B, did y'all not hear what Cardi B said about y'all, where she referred to y'all as cockroaches? And yes, she was lying when she said she didn't say that, and she was not referring to black women. She was referring to y'all dumbass bitches that sit up here and defend her. And so what? She got some display Negroes that she used to justify, or basically try to, smoke screen her little racism that she has with American black women. We all know that Dominican women have a long history of not wanting to be acknowledged as black and hanging around black people only to try to, cultural appropriate them, but then at the same time sit up there dissing them. and Cardi B is a chameleon. And for real, I just gotta ask any black woman with common sense, why would you respect a woman that sat up here, is on video, saying that she used to drug and rape men and that she would have them violated by transgender women? I think everybody as a whole should have been offended by what Cardi B said. But nevertheless, if somebody makes so-called good music, which by the way, I don't think her music is that good. And by the way, Nipsey Hussle should have won Best Album, Real Talk, for the marathon, not her. But at the end of the day, this is the type of music that they try to promote to black women. Now, Cardi B doesn't really consider herself black, but her target audience is black women. And then for some reason, black women back up people that don't really like them or respect them. Black women, she don't respect y'all. She just culturally appropriates you guys. You can be black or black looking and be a culture vulture, aka academics. Academics is a culture vulture. He's a tether. Cardi B is a tether. But it just ceases to amaze me that you got black women that's defending her sluthood, her basically being married to somebody else and pregnant by somebody else. Nobody cares, and don't try to sit up there and justify that, oh, well, he cheated on her. You really believe at this point that anybody believed that Cardi B was 100% faithful to Offset? See, a lot of women do that stuff, because a lot of women don't take accountability. A woman can sit up there and get mad if she catch a man cheating on her, but then all the time she was cheating on him. So I'm not buying this innocent good wife shit based off the fact that she was sitting up there basically letting Stephen Diggs shoot up the club, and she's sitting up there pregnant by this dude, and she's not even she's not even really divorced yet. Says a lot about Cardi B. We all know that Cardi B is a hoe. She used to be a stripper. She used to be a prostitute, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly. And y'all black women is rallying behind her. This is who you choose to rally behind. This is who y'all choose to rally behind. This is who y'all consider a role model. I feel sorry for the next generation of black women and even black boys. This is her fourth child. And then you wonder why these kids are growing up to be so fucked up. Now, Cardi B may not consider herself black, but her children are going to be quote unquote black, because we all know Offset is black. We know Stephen Diggs is black. But then again, she has this secret vitriol toward black women. Y'all look so stupid when y'all sit up here and try to defend the actions of her. Are y'all that delusional? I just got to ask that question to y'all black women that's sitting up here defending her acts. Are y'all that delusional? Once again, that says a lot about your character. And I definitely wouldn't want my son to date a bitch like you, or a whore or a slut like you, if you support somebody like Cardi B. Like I said, for those who got sons, how would you feel if somebody did that to your son? How would you feel if somebody drugged your son and robbed him and then possibly had him violated? You care that much about womanhood and feminism and all that stuff to where you willing to overlook your son's well-being? Some of y'all are not fit to be mothers, and that's just real talk. Some of y'all, I should buy a whole bunch of Plan B pills and send it to y'all. Maybe I should know for real, because some of y'all are not fit to be mothers, and that's real talk. Bring back promoting abstinence and celibacy and using condoms and all that kind of stuff. And by the way, yeah, they do have what you would call the what is that called? That pill for men. Okay. And I will highly recommend that men start using that, so you don't end up in situations like Anthony Edwards and a few other people out there, PJ Washington, so you don't have children with the wrong person. Or end up with an Aisha Curry who basically went on record and did an interview talking about how she didn't want to be a mom. And that's another thing. You got bitches trying to justify her behavior. I'm not going to call y'all women because y'all not conducting yourself as women. Y'all coming across as ignoramuses. And it's disturbing that y'all are supporting this kind of stuff. So the shit is weird. It really is. It's weird on so many different levels. Sorry, you guys. You know what I'm saying? It came back to me. It's called the birth control pill for men. Yeah, we need to promote that. We need to start giving that out to these athletes and stuff. But like I said, look what kind of dude Stephen Diggs is. So man, I am glad that black women are calling Cardi B out. But then again, black women shouldn't even be aligning themselves to Cardi B. Like I said, y'all stupid. Y'all support the worst type of black woman that could be walking around here, or women that's walking around here not conducting themselves as a woman. And it's funny, y'all love to use the terminology a real man, but then when we use the terminology a real woman, you get mad. You keep talking about we don't have the right to critique y'all. Says who? Bitch, please. Stop it. What the fuck you talking about? But if you want to align and you want to sit up here and condone and celebrate Cardi B's sluthood, ratchet behavior, like I said, says a lot about you. Real talk. And I don't care if you get mad. For real. This is just disturbing that you got women actually sitting up here celebrating this shit. And you actually making videos trying to justify being a whore. And then you wonder, and then you black women sit up here and wonder why nobody respects y'all. And you wonder why people think of y'all as just sex objects. Why people consider y'all being easy. So, with that being said, hey, there you go. It's your boy Town. I'm out.